no. Oh, well, at least now at least now I'm ready now. Otherwise, I would have just picked. Otherwise, I would have just manually picked a different theme altogether. People watching this on YouTube, I do have my playlist up though, but sometimes it always likes to replay some of the earlier themes, and then right afterwards I just end up playing it in an endless loop all over again. And I just had corridor time for like the start of the stream, and here I am now coming on camera now, hearing the theme again, and I'm just thinking, oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Speaking of which. It's almost dark outside. Almost. It's getting there, but it's not fully there just yet though. But get myself ready for when it does. So I'm gonna just come out and say that we're almost done this rando now. You see the file, you see the medallions and the spiritual stones, right? I got all the spiritual stones. The last video, the last part that I ended up just filming, I just got all the spiritual stones, and now I'm gonna go try to get my hands on the last two medallions. And I would say Ganon's castle would be next, and I'm just gonna say Ganon's is gonna be next video though, guys. I still have to. I thought the next part would be Ganon's castle. I still have to play. I still have about the two temples, but am I gonna do Ganon's Tower afterwards? Definitely not. Am I stretching out this rando? Maybe a little bit, but you guys gotta know, I have reasons as well. Alright. Oh, I should come back as adult with the Megaton hammer. I should come back here as adult with the Megaton hammer. But I think I'm gonna go reclaim the bunny hood again. As I said back in the last video, there's the Goron mask, and there's the Goron mask, Zora mask, Gerudo mask, Mask of Truth. These three would make a return in Majora's Mask, and they would all have, and the Goron and Zora mask would just be transformation masks. So for Majora's Mask, this one though, you would actually be able to like get like gossip stone hints and talk to animals with this thing. But I'm sticking with the bunny hood, because the cool thing with the bunny hood for Majora's Mask is what you're seeing right now. You're just running through this place like a speeding bullet train. And I got the Gus, and I went to the Deku Theater with the Mask of Truth as well. Okay. I still kind of move pretty slow on ladders, but that's okay. Climbing fences as well has to be an issue. Oh crap, here they come. Oh, thank God. Crap! Good. Just let me be. Whenever I get the time, I should go to... I think I'm also going to check Haunted Wasteland as well. Finally putting off Haunted Wasteland for way too far longer than intended. I need to get the one and only gold spider that's in the wasteland, guys. Man, I got some burpees. Oh yeah, that's right, because in the last... Oh yeah, that's right, because in the last of a part that I filmed it, guys, I actually returned the I gave the bunny hood to the running man, and he just maxed out the wallet completely. Like, literally maxed it out completely. I did kind of joke about that. Maybe I should just get one of my tunics stolen from the like, and then just let it, and then swallow that. You know what? Let's try that. And I know just the place where to do it too. Now, I don't want to lose the shield, just the tunic, so I'm gonna go put... Gonna regret this a little bit, but it needs to be done. Wait, what? But I'm wearing my tunic! Do I need the Hylian shield as well? What the heck? Yeah, like fast. You can be back my shield. Did they just redesign the lights to not steal my tunic? Because every time you wear your Goron or Zora tunic, that gets stolen from this bastard. Wait a sec. There's our solution. There's our solution right there. Sound that makes when you pick up Princess Ruto. Sounds similar to the barking dog too, by the way. Get cozy, guys. This is what I'm gonna be doing for 10 minutes. This is what I'm gonna be doing for 10 minutes. Alright. Okay, now that I have it back it down to like a reasonable number, let's continue. Well, I think the Shadow Temple is gonna be next, guys, because I looked up where Prelude is, and Prelude, strangely enough, is in the Shadow Temple. Where there's darkness, will be light. So basically, where darkness, there will be light. Well, this sucks. Okay, so let's go find the warp song to the marketplace. Because I know the other exit to Haunted Wasteland is in the marketplace. Just trying to think, which one is it? Either Serenade, Nocturne, or Requiem. One of the three. That's Serenade. I think this takes me to Goron City. I think. Okay, there we go. I don't think I've actually used the Requiem fully yet, though, on the marketplace, so I don't know where this takes me to. Okay. And right off the bat, I'm just gonna play the Sun Song just to freeze things in place. Strangely enough, it's this exit right here. Actually, what am I doing? I found it. Actually, I did realize I did say before though that I don't really need the long shot. So here's what you do: you just put on the hover boots and you just try to climb your way up the slope right here. I'm kind of tapping the A button just to roll, but yeah, it's possible. Another token. Okay. Oh man, I almost walked off the course. Yeah, you have to follow the flags, one flag to the other. Otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna end up right back at the start again. This is kind of like the Lost Woods in a way. You can't go down a wrong path. Otherwise, you end up back at the entrance of the Lost Woods. Here, you're just trying to go from flag to flag to flag until you get to like the house symbol until you get to like the ghost guide. Now, should I just complete the ghost guide? It's just gonna take me right to Kakariko Village, guys. We're gonna show up right outside of Kakariko Village's entrance after we do this. And we're outside Kakariko Village now. Oh crap! Which one is the water medallion shadow symbol? Yeah! Shadow Temple's gonna be next. I'm not gonna pause for this though, guys, since this is gonna be a premiere on the YouTube channel. By the way though, guys, I'm not gonna pause since I'm making this as a premiere for the YouTube channel, so my apologies if you guys are stuck in ads. My apologies. Crap. Come on, hurry down, hurry down, hurry down. I'm trying to see how long I can do this before an ad comes up for anybody else watching this on the Twitch channel. So yeah, I'm gonna go over and take the exit of the child half. I think that seems to be much more sooner. The only annoying thing is that all the blocks have to reset every time I leave this room. Every time I leave the temple, these blocks have to reset. And of course I need to move, and I have to move like one specific one over to this light portal right over here just to get out of this room. It's annoying. I hate it. Oh yeah, and I think before I go do Shadow Temple, because Spirit Temple's entrance is right where Shadow Temple is, I'm gonna go take care of the gold spiders in Desert Colossus. I think there's only 3, and they have to be here for like adult half of the temple of adult half of Desert Colossus. I mean. Oh yeah, and I guess they come out at nighttime too? Actually, I messed up. There's two for adults, and only one. Well, technically there are still 3 though, but one is for child for the magic bean, and the other one and the other 2, of course, have to be for adults. I knew it. Do I have all the gold spiders for Haunted Basement? Yes, I do. And Gerudo Fortress and Gerudo Valley. Nice. I don't know which ones I'm missing for Death Mountain. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I need the lens of truth for this part. Good God. Fucking shit. Oh, fucking shit. I didn't see that. I did not see him skydiving straight down on me like that. Kind of scared the crap out of me too, actually, once I saw those creepy red eyes right in front of me. Got a silver rupee for the sky's shortcut room in the shadows. Hopefully, by the time when I complete this temple, I'll have all the ones for. Looks like I have to find every key for this temple too, guys. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I said it's gonna be fun. It's not fun. Yeah, there has to be 15, of course, for Shadow Temple. Damn, I didn't get all the silver rupees for Spirit? Piece of cake. No kombucha, gonna save it for the boss at the end, though, guys. Invisible spikes. Only one so far for the invisible spikes. Now, if you guys remember my Master Quest rando, when I got to the boat in Master Quest, I had it set so the boat moves faster, and I still made that a thing for this rando too. To redeads, and I think some keys are in this room too. Or just one keys at least. No, just the two Gibdos, and that's about it. I still think all the redeads are Gibdos. Modified versions of the redeads though. Although Gibdos make their first appearance with this, with this game, Gibdos go back as far back as the first Zelda game on the NES. Hard to believe, right? There's Prelude! We're all done! We don't need to do this temple, do we? we got all the warp songs out. We can go right to Ganondorf's tower, right? I did say I was going to complete the temples. The only thing I'm gonna hate about this room is I'll have to come back to it later. I gotta be a total dipshit not to know this the first time. I think I said this back in the Master Quest rando. There's actually lighter outline parts where the sights spin around. I did not know that before when I first played this game back then. Well, if only Ice Caverns' Scythe Room had this as well. I'm going back the way I came, just getting down here. At least I have one key to go to get down here. Yeah, I got the mirror shield just in case it's like okay, we got all the rupees now for the huge pit. I figured this one you just have to defeat all the enemies in this room just to open this one up. Another silver rupee? Yeah, this time now for the invisible spikes. So there's the dungeon map. That's good. Making some progress. bombs? Really? There's one of the keys. Alright. Making some progress at least. Spot another key or a silver rupee again. Another key. Alright. Strike, I know I already have one. Okay, well, I'm not, well, the 5 silver rupees for this room unlocks that door right over there to off to my left. That door right there. So, more like an optional room, I guess? Good news is it's only an optional room. Oh god damn, now I can go back to the sites shortcut room. Well, I would say we're almost at the boat room. We still have a bit of a way to go though before we get there though. But we're almost getting there. But we're almost there. I just have to go through the wind chamber now. Hey, why is this wind chamber here? Crap. There we go. Now we got it. Yeah, I did a few practice shots just to see where the arrow was going to go. Sure did enough killing the readers just makes you leave, just about unlocks the door for you to get out of the room. But oddly enough, you might be thinking, oh come on, there has to be more than that, right? Isn't there a treasure chest, Segacamp? Well, yeah, there is. But you can easily just open this before you kill the Redeads as well, which is really weird. Here I can hear the whispers about in this room. Those who have the sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. That's what they are saying. Crap! This is where I need the bow again. Crap! There we go, okay. There we go. There's something good in this room. Well, there's a gold pot. I'll eventually get what's inside the gold pot, but I just want to take things when I get to this room before I do. Alright. Well, that's a used chest. There's actually supposed to be two in this room, believe it or not. The other one has to be hidden in one of these dirt piles somewhere here in the room, I think. I had a feeling this was going to be a fool trap. God, you do this to me. And yet, after it is here, it's completely invisible. There, you see? Like I said, it had to be invisible. On top of, besides under a pile of rubble. Why? Why? Now I am going to be making a bit of a detour back to the scythe room from this place, from this room, of course. But I'm gonna move the block over to the ladder first, because if I don't do that now and then I leave this room, this block puzzle will reset. This whole block will finally reset, and then I'll have to go through the long passageway back to this room again, and I don't want to do that. And there's actually a gold spider above the cage. I'm gonna get that once I come back down here, though. Again for like the end of the temple too, actually, believe it or not. for the invisible spikes. Now you're about to see how fast this boat moves, guys. Just in case nobody saw this the first time when I played Master Quest. Watch how fast it goes. They still didn't make the they still made the Selfosm land on the ship though, which is really weird though, considering how fast the thing moves. Actually, I think I forgot to back when I played my Master Quest Rando. Can't remember now. I remember, I remember being sticking back at the back of the ship and stunning them and then trying to kill them that way. Now I'm really curious what I'm going to be listening to for when I finally go through Ganon's tower, or also Ganon's castle. The main entrance part though, I'm going to be listening to Deku Tree, but I don't know what I'm going to be listening to once it's time to start climbing up the tower or to start fighting Ganon. The boss battle, when I start fighting bosses, I'm listening to the final Ganon theme, and right now here I am in Shadow Temple listening to Ganondorf's theme. I don't know what I'm going to be listening to for I don't know what I'm going to be listening to once it comes time, once I start climbing the tower or fighting Ganondorf or also Ganon. I don't know what I'm going to be listening to. Probably whatever it is going to be though. It's probably going to be underwhelming though, but I'm still going to go make a video about this either way though, guys. Either way, this is still going up on the YouTube channel. I wonder the last silver rupee is here in this room. There we go, we got one. Just arrows. Isn't that weird? Pole, no pole. Pole, no pole. Pole, no pole. There's the boss key. At least I have the boss key for the temple, I mean. Come on. There we go. What doesn't happen now when I look at the ceiling? It only happens when I look at it from up here. I can still hear the spinning sound of the platform, but the pole has vanished. So when I look up at the ceiling, right at the square panel where that's coming out of. Okay, here we are with the invisible floor master now. It's bad the room outside has to have two ones and two that can kind of see where they're going though through the invisible maze, through an invisible wall maze. But here we have to have one invisible one that can only kill with the lens of truth, and you can't use your sword spin attack on these things. Not unless I turn up the lens of truth first. There's something over there, guys. I can kind of see it from far away. Something so desperately need. What is left on this inventory screen that we so desperately need, guys? Right there. The ice arrows. I should point out though, those are actually not ice arrows for this rando, but something modified differently though for this rando though. Actually, now that I think about it, actually I realize it's actually not them. Again, I'm having some brain farts just playing this rando. I had that problem yesterday as well. I had that problem last week as well, actually. Yeah, there's a heart container over there. And a blue rupee.
Hey.
It's an opportunity here, guys. Could have the last silver rupee right here at the end. Or maybe not. Oh, look at that, the Highland Shield. And there's the compass. Okay, this is disappointing. Right before the end of the temple? Like, are you serious? Like, here I am just outside the boss room, or at least the second last room to the boss room. Like, there's the boss room door, guys. Ooh, Dongle King now. So this means then for guys. This guy's gonna be easy. Watch me one hit OHKO this guy right now. I think with Giant's Knife you can OHKO this guy. Oh boy, nope. Okay, I thought that was, I thought with the sword and the jump slash it would be enough to make it one hit, but nope. Okay, 2 hits, but that's okay. 2 hits, guys, only 2 hits. And just like that, dude, Dongo's king. Kombucha! There's the last silver rupee. Well, I got the water medallion, but now I gotta go back and do that one room in the Shadow Temple that I missed. Fuck. At least now I can get the last silver gold spider token. There we go. Somehow I got a Stuffle. Okay. I'm getting another one though anyway. Oh, so this is just how you get out of the room. Okay. Once I take care of this room, I am gonna save and reset the game, so I start back at the entrance. Let's be honest, I don't want to be going through this whole god-awful place again. I'm back to like the entrance. Good God. Look at where I am. What a pain in the butt, just to get back to the entrance. And this is just to get back to the entrance. Jesus Christ. Yeah, not looking forward to that final silver rupee being at the end of the being at the end of the temple just to defeat the boss. Not happy about that whatsoever. Yeah, I have the, like I said, I had the silver rupee shuffled within the temple, but I had them shuffled for within the temple. But man, having them shuffled at the end of the boss for like the boss reward, not something I'm a fan of. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, I want to make the work to Goron City. Come to think of it, I haven't even found out where Prelude takes me to yet. And I can work back here after I'm done. Bolero of Fire? For when I play the Prelude? What? Okay. I'm so confused. I already took care of this fairy content. Okay, where the heck am I? Okay. Now that I got back here, there's one thing I need to do. Actually, there's two things I can actually do. Quiver upgrade, let's go! 50 arrows, yes! Where's my horse? I hear it like it's nearby or something. Okay, I'm tired of just looking around. I'm just gonna do this instead. I'm gonna have to eventually use the warp song again. There's no way back up there. Oh, good God. Christ. They say Deku Tree hoards a slingshot. Okay, well that's just pointless now, considering I just completed the Deku Tree anyway. Maybe at the start of the Rando, you could have told me that, but nope. Here we are now at part 6 now, I think. I think this is part 6. Yeah, it's part 6. I'm gonna take another small pause again. This time though, some more tea. And the volume down. But I'm back, by the way. But just in time for Olivia. Nice. And good to see you too, Drew. Ooh. Five stream streak, Drew. Let's go. Hell yeah. Not showing up there, though. Not me, Drew. Just trying to finish this game, though, so I kind of have a game face on right now. Don't want to get disoriented drinking the Smirnoff Ice. Got one of the temples completed, and we're getting down to doing the last one before Ganon's Tower. So, again, I got a bit of a game face going on right now, so I'm trying to remain remain fully concentrated on what's going on next. Well, yes and no. Oh, let me rephrase. I plan to get to Ganon's Tower. I plan to complete everything to go into Ganon's Tower tonight. But am I gonna be doing Ganon's Tower? The answer is no. Oh, I just realized I gotta do one more thing as a child. So of course, though, I didn't trigger the cutscene. If you guys remember, though, in regular game, after you get the 3 spiritual stones, you have to go back to Hyrule Castle as child, and then you trigger the cutscene with Ganon, with Princess Zelda, and Ganon leaving the castle, and Princess Zelda tosses you the Ocarina. I did not do that yet. Speaking of which, should I go get the Ocarina time? Let's be real, I still have the Fairy Ocarina. Technically, I could just say, though, not required to complete the game. It's not necessary to complete the game. I haven't even looked up where the Ocarina is. Well, I know though there's 2 Ocarinas. I'm on my way to doing the Water Temple, and if I don't find it in Water Temple, then I'm gonna start pulling out the spoiler line just to find out where the second Ocarina spot is, or the second Ocarina. Come to think of it, I kind of forgot how I got the Ocarina in the first place. I know I got the Song of Time before I got the Ocarina. Let's finish this. Just as simple, and then we're finally ready for Ganon's tower. Finally got the iron boots, Drew. They kind of have a steel hit sound, don't they? Like you're hitting the sword on the wall or something. Well, the sound effect that I'm hearing is the one when you use your sword and bang it against a wall. That's the sound that I'm hearing. Can't do it with the hook shot because the hook shot makes a different sound effect when it hits a wall. You hear that sound, right? That's the sound that the iron boots make. Sounds out of place. Oh, lady, yes, thank you for the raid. Came back giving me a raid again over the second night in a row. I love that. You're playing Castle Crashers. I don't even know what Castle Crashers is. I've heard of the name, but I never played it. Well, I hope that you're having fun with, whatever game it is, it's a interesting game. Oh, okay. Giving me a 5-second version is fine. I'm just getting ready to finish up this rando. Well, at least so tonight's just to get myself ready to do Ganon's Tower, but Ganon's Tower is going to be next week. Right now, I'm just trying to finish the last temple right now, the water temple. And I can see why as well, though. This was a lot of Zelda fans and my least favorite temples of the game. This is for a lot of Zelda fans, this seemed to be one of their least favorites for Ocarina of Time as well. Now, for me, I never did seem to really hate a temple in particular. Now, for me, though, although take it from my point of view for a second, even though Water Temple, even though I never really did hate any of the temples, though, Water Temple was the last temple I had to learn to finally nail in the game back, front to back, basically. Every time when I got to this temple, I started thinking to myself, oh boy, here we go. This place. I still have to learn this temple. But once I started figuring out which way to go, what keys to use, or like how to actually finally complete the temple, then I started completing the game front to back. No problem. But this was the last temple that I had to learn out of all the others. I never had this problem afterwards with Shadow Temple, Spirit Temple, or even forest and fire temple before this, but this was the only difficult point for me. There's some good news though. Notice I don't have the equipment screen opened. Don't need to use the item screen. Don't need to. Don't need to use the equipment screen. Hey, put the boots on the D-pad shortcuts. Because I don't need to, Drew. Plain and simple. And just with the press of a button now, I'm using hover boots. I should point out, Lady Ash, I'm also playing this on an official Nintendo 64 with a flash cart and the expansion pack because the game because that extra space the regular jumper pack can't even run the regular randomizer. You need the expansion pack to play this on. Now I'm gonna try, hopefully I'm gonna try a trick though where I only have to raise the water level, or I'm only gonna readjust the water level only once. Well, actually not just once though, but 3 times. So once for lowering it back down to the first floor, the one for raising it to the second floor, and the one to going back to the 3rd floor again. And hopefully by the time I raise it the 3rd time, I'll be ready to do the boss. That's the plan anyway. And besides, this will be easy, guys. I got the long shot now. I have the long shot with me. And yes, I am, Drew. I even have the... Oh, God. Back to 20 years, it doesn't seem to mind me for 20 years when the system turned 20. This is going back to when I just moved out 10 years ago. But now 25 and then going on to 30, I started rethinking the controller very differently. Go raise the water level back to the 2nd floor to get that chest up there. Now technically, Shadow Link would be a little earlier in the temple, right? Before you do the bottom corridor, right? Simple, I'm doing the bottom corridor first before the Shadow Link fight. Shadow Link is gonna be just the end before the boss. just found the boss key. Oh yeah. Right off the bat, we already have all the keys and the boss key to this temple. Let's freaking go! We got this temple in the bay, guys. We gotta have this temple in the freaking bay. We are completing this temple tonight. I know which boss is going to be at the end of this too, by the way. Yeah, I should point out all bosses are shuffled, and so far I've already done the Goma. I've already done Goma. Dudong King ended up with at the end of the Shadow Temple that I just completed not too long ago. Baronade. I think Baronade was actually at the same spot when I did Jabu Jabu's Belly. There was Phantom Ganon at the end. We did Phantom Ganon. I think we did Phantom Ganon at the end of the Fire Temple. Like Phantom Ganon was at the end of Fire Temple. Volvagia, I know, was at Volvagia was at the end. Oh, wait a sec. Volvagia was at the end of Spirit Temple, and the Twin Rover Sisters was at the end of Fire Temple. Oh man, I forget where I had to battle Phantom Ganon. Forest Temple, perhaps, but that can't be right. Well, anyway, though, Drew, what do you think is going to be at the end of this temple? A lot of water. Oh, Drew, you make me laugh. If you're thinking of Morpha or Baronade, the answer is no. Okay, Drew. Are you familiar? You're familiar with all the bosses, right? If you just say mostly, I'll take that as a yes. Well, once I get to the end of Ganon's tower, there will be Ganon. Let's hope the power doesn't go out again. The last thing I want to be doing is all of a sudden doing this temple and the power goes out again. I'm gonna be saving every room, I think. Or almost every room in a row now. Crap! Are you kidding me? Also, why do I have to walk around just to use my hook shot? That makes no sense. I'm glad we have Twilight Princess now, because Twilight Princess, you can finally use your freaking sword underwater. But not with this game. Like, why am I restricted to only my hook shot underwater, game? Why? It's one of the more because our song is one of the more required songs to complete in the game, Drew. Believe it or not. There we go, finally. Just kind of thinking now, what's left? Man, I'm doing this without the boss, without the dungeon map and compass, so this is going to be a little difficult. I did find the dungeon map pretty early on in Shadow Temple, but man, the compass, I didn't find the compass until the end of the temple. And then right afterwards, I had to go right back and revisit the room again because there was one stinking room with silver rupees that I could not complete without after defeating the boss, and I kind of hated that. One thing's for sure though, Drew, Darkling fight gonna be the end of the temple instead of the beginning or middle of the temple like the regular game. I have to go through this part again, just in case nobody knows the first time. Oh, Drew, you want another neat little shortcut secret? What? I got no silver rupees for this temple. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to go back to Kakariko Village after this. Christ! I wasted 10 minutes at the start of the game dunking away my arrows and my bomb shoes just so that afterwards I could rebuy them at a shop and get the wallet back down to like a small number. Now after finding 2 huge rupees and grinding them at every one of the temples again, I'm starting to max out again. This is ridiculous. I'm beginning to max out again, and seeing that 791 number is starting to bug me. Well, sort of. Maybe sort of, Drew, and maybe not. More of a, let's just say, Drew, more of a me problem than a you problem, okay? To me, just seeing 791, that's just more of a me problem to a you problem, if you know what I mean. Now, I'm not going to go back and lower the water level down anymore. Well, I'm not hacking, Drew. I'm not hacking. This is how the official game plays as well. Now, in the regular game, this is how you get the boss key. You have to go through this door with the long shot just to go through this. Just to get through this gauntlet of rooms. Well, right now, Ben, just hoping to finish this randomizer or get myself ready for the final challenge, which will begin its tower. I guess I'll just say though, just to get myself ready for the final challenge, this will be Ganondorf tower, guys. No thanks, Ben. The idea tonight was just to complete the Shadow Temple and the Water Temple. The last two temples before we do Ganon's Tower. There's the dungeon map. Goddamn. Just goddamn. Found the dungeon map. Alright, let's blow up these walls. We need to push a block over here. Well, go right back to playing Tears of the Kingdom. Probably I might just do probably a much more longer stream of Tears of the Kingdom once this is done. And have a small pause in between just to have supper. Crap, I gotta get around. We can say that. This is supposed to be one of the more annoying ones that the Zelda fans don't seem to like. Now as for me, there was never a temple, I said earlier, the Ben, that there was never a temple I never did hate in particular, but this temple though was one of the last few that I had to learn though, just to complete the entire game. Once I had this temple down, I could start completing the game front to back without pausing. Obviously though, I would always take one day. Obviously, though, I would just about do it in sessions, so a temple a day or 2 temples at least. Yeah, I know. Nintendo, they always went that route to make it easy for people to play. Oh good, this is the way out. This is what I wanted to do. Now, no one has caught on yet though. The last part of the temple is gonna be the Dark Link fight, guys. Dark Link is gonna be right before we go Kombucha, the temple boss, guys. Should I give a kombucha to Dark Link once it comes time for that fight, guys? That's kind of weird that you say that, actually, Ben. That temple's gonna be here. So he's gonna clap your cheeks? Correction, I'm gonna clap his cheek instead, Ben. Oh, that's disappointing. But then again, though, here I am doing this temple now after snagging 2 huge rupees in a row, guys. And 2 huge rupees is like 400 rupees right there. Whoa, that was close. Whew. Now, Drew, I'm not cheating, but I am gonna swap to using the Begoron sword for Dark Link. If I don't use the Begoron sword, I'm not gonna win. This guy will just kick my ass. Oh fuck my life! Now I gotta go through this part again. I don't have to worry about the. At least I don't have to worry about the. I don't have to worry about the blue Tektites now. Okay, maybe, you know what, though, Drew? I have 3 followed fairies. I'll try to stick with Master Sword to kick his ass. But if I start running out of fairies, I may swap the Begoron Sword. Begoron Sword is only gonna be my emergency for like after I run out of bottled fairies. Do what you got to do. Oh, okay, Drew. You know what, guys? I just found a new secret today. I'm not taking off my Zora tunic. Usually the light would steal it. Not this time. They redesigned the light so the lights don't steal the tunics off of you. I just want to be the person. I just want to be Clint Eastwood at the end of Dirty Harry. A man's got to know his limitations. I'm that kind of person. Just a man has got to know his limitations. This fight, this pose he does when I slash forward, I hate it so much. And then once he gets weaker, he starts attacking. Not only does he jump on top, he'll just start. Okay, round two of this bitch. Let's go. Round two, shadow bitch. Let's do this. Round two, shadow bitch. Let's do this. Gotta fuck this shadow bitch up. Gotta fuck this shadow bitch right up. No more. Won't use the Bigorn sword anymore. The only time I'm going to be using this again is when it comes time to do the Ganon fight at the end of the game. Because you don't have a Master Sword. There's the compass. Ah, crap. That was close. still have one extra key left. That also goes for Fire Temple as well. Why do I have one extra key for Fire Temple and Water Temple? That doesn't make any sense. Whoa! First time! Let's go! Hell yeah! What did I say, Drew? What did I say? Bongo bongo! He may just clap my butt cheeks with those two hands, but I'm gonna prove to him that I can clap back too. I'm glad you're having a good LMFAO moment, Ben, but... Speaking of which, I still have to go find the Ocarina of Time. That's not necessary for completing the game, but it would be good to have it for, you know, the end of the game, right? Somehow it's not really required for completing the game, even though it's in the freaking title of the game. Yeah, strangely enough, Ocarina of Time, not required to complete the entire game. Hey Drew, you want me to go grab the ice arrows? I know where the ice arrows are. I should point out though, they're actually not called ice arrows for the randomizer. Now that I got all the, now that I got the medallions. Now, if you guys remember anything from the regular game, you have to go back to the Temple of Time. Actually, do I trigger the cutscene warping here? Oh God, I do. Yeah, the Kakariko Village of a cutscene activates after you click the water medallion. Seems to be after you get the water medallion. But there's also going to be another one for when we enter the Temple of Time, and this is how you get the light arrows in the regular game. You know what I didn't do yet? The cutscene that triggers after you get the 3 spiritual stones. You go back to Hyrule Field and go to the bridge outside the marketplace. Thankfully the good news is that's not too far away from here. I'm here in Kakariko Village. I'm gonna have to pull up the spoiler line though, guys, because yeah, I'm gonna have to look up where the Ocarina is, or one of the 2 Ocarinas, anyway. Not in any of the temples, which is kind of weird. You know another thing I haven't got yet? Where's the defensive upgrades? Does anybody know where the defense power upgrade is? Well, I did get one of them, Drew, and apparently one of them, and I also had the Song of Time just as I got the first one. The bridge is still down, but... Oh, wait. Okay, this is something different. Yeah, now they cut this cutscene down, just way down. Oh, thanks, Zelda, even though we are playing as Princess Zelda ourselves. My apologies if an ad break starts coming up right when I start getting this. Oh, there we go. You are no help, Princess Zelda. You are absolutely no help. Notice the skull children don't come after me with this mask on. You know, since there's an ad break coming up pretty soon, I'm gonna pause the game and go use some and BRB myself. Now this is where I'm gonna have to look up the spoiler log, only for just to find one of the two ocarinas. Technically, this ocarina, strangely enough, Ocarina of Time is not required to finishing the game. How crazy is that? But it would be great, though, to know that I have it right by the time when I do go to Ganon's Tower. You know what though, Drew? I'll try once. You know what though, Drew? Before I do go about pull out the spoiler log, there might be one spot though that I might be at. One spot though. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, that's not what I meant to do, game. But thank you for making me drop down the whole ending. But fuck my life. Damn, I could have actually bought bottled berries here at the shop. 50 rupees. This is gonna be for next time, guys. I'm just going over here because, strangely enough, there's a shop over here. She can wait, Navi. She can wait. Or Tattle. Now, is that cool, Drew? And what's that there in the left corner? Right there in the left shelf. Let's go! $30 pieces for 120 rupees. Snag! Okay, now that I wasted quite a few, let's see if I can actually buy the bombs now. Okay, I was gonna do this a handful of times until I get my rupees down to like a more smaller amount, I guess. I need to save some for if I have to end up buying the Ocarina of Time. But this is the point now where I'm gonna go pull up the spoiler log and go look up the Ocarina checks, guys. Hey Sega, what age are you gonna settle down at? I really don't know, Ben. I just don't know. Apparently there's an ice trap version in the marketplace at night. LLR freestanding piece of heart. Oh no. Guys, where's that room? I have to ask, guys, where's that room with the 2 cows and the piece of heart? I don't think I found him yet. I don't think I came across that place yet. Oh, geez, I hope not. Wait, this can't be right. Oh, wow. You know where I have to go, guys? You guys are gonna find this hard to believe. You guys are gonna find this a little hard to believe, but where do we start? Where do we start off from, at the start of the game? At the start of the game, before we get all the spiritual stones and go to the Temple of Time, where do you think we start? At the start of the game, guys. Not a hard question. In regular Ocarina time fashion, where do we start at the start of the game when we're just collecting the 3 spiritual stones? We turn the game, we save the game, we turn it off. Where do we start? Well, I'm gonna give you guys a free preview. At the start of the game, we always start here in Kokiri Forest, and this is supposed to be Link's house. I'm not gonna be able to do this right now though because I'm adult and I have to go through the crawl space. It's actually right here. So the Lowland Ranch Tower got shuffled to where Link's house is, and even though the spawn point got shuffled, though some of our adult spawn points shuffled us here into the Kokiri Forest. A little weird, but I'll allow it. No, Drew, it's not Kakariko Village. I can get the shop at night. I can get the shop at night because when you walk in here, medicine shop closed until morning. Keep saying that to yourself. Yeah, keep telling yourself that you can only go inside the medicine, that you can't go inside the medicine shop at night. Only during the day. Keep telling yourself that. Kind of makes me wonder where the back entrance door will take me to, or can I go to the Kokiri shop at night? I remember Kokiri shop was always open a day or night back in Kokiri Forest. But now that... Or pretty soon, Ben. Pretty soon. Ganon Sour, though, isn't going to be until next stream, though, Ben. Sorry to ask. Oh, wow. I can't access this during the day. Access this at night. Some of the back entrance is the Kokiri shop, and some of the shop, but some of the shop is closed at night. I think one of the entrances to the forest is in the marketplace, if I remember correctly. The entrance to the castle takes us right back to Kokiri Forest. Let's make it daytime. Even though, technically, though, I can still do this at nighttime, though, it would be nice to make it daytime. Now, I don't think I did check the cows yet, though, when I came here the first time. Or, not at all, anyway. So we're gonna play opponent song to the cows as well. Ooh, what a nice song. I miss Majora's Mask. Ooh, nice music. That's what I miss. Boo! Nice music. I think one more thing I'm gonna do before I end stream is look up the defense power upgrade. Usually you would have this right by the time you do Ganon's Tower or get it unlocked after get the gold gauntlets in the tower. Unless of course it's in Ganon's Tower, then I am just gonna go and ignore it then. Alright, double defense. Where's double defense at? What? Oh, no. Let's go check the spot out very quickly and then get the heck out of here. And don't fall in the lava, you dimwit! Oh my god. I'm probably doing a really shitty job right now just trying to survive. Couldn't believe I didn't find this until the end of the game. Jesus. Well, I would go spoiler log all the gold spider tokens if I want. We're just about 10 away to getting all 100, guys. Back then I did a rando though where you could actually 100 where you could make the one time I did set up a Ganon Castle requirement for the gold spider tokens. So there is a way where if you want though, you can make a rando and you just need to collect these things to open up Ganon's tower. You can have it set to 1 gold spider token, and the moment you find just 1 of the 100, Drew, that just opens up Ganon's tower completely. How's that for craziness? This rando though, I only needed the 3 spiritual stones. So showing you the quest status screen again, as you see, I got the 3 spiritual stones now. Well, sadly though guys, this is gonna be the end of the stream. Next time though, when we do come back to this game though, in a week from now, we are definitely gonna go finish this rando, guys. Tonight's task was just to complete the water temple and the shadow temple, and we pretty much got those temples down. We got all the medallions, we got all the spiritual stones. It's just now the next time we play this game though, guys, Ganon's tower is gonna be next. So I'm gonna just save the game right here for now. Give you guys the Sosos command.